Episode 4139, Boost Your Best.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. I hope you're ready for an extraordinary one. Why? Because I just know something good is going to happen today. Sometimes you just got to have that feeling, right? It's Inspiration Motivation Day. Put a smile on your face and keep joy in your heart. Boost your best. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already had the opportunity, you'll want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and sign up for the Kisses newsletter, the Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Not very often do we think about bettering ourselves to the extent of excellence. Yes, we want to do better. Yes, we look at doing things and having like personal growth and growing in our faith, and we want to make better decisions. We want to have a better marriage. All of that's good. We want to be the best mama we can be, right? But sometimes that gets nullified by the busyness of life and the chaotic moments, because that's real life, right? It's real life, for real. And a lot of times I think we just kind of hang out with the idea that if it could be, but we don't really try extra hard. Why? Because it costs us. It costs us time, finances, energy, all of it, right? So instead of letting go of what you need to grow, take the time to boost your best. My friend, you get to decide how you show up in everything that you do. You get to decide that. No one else does. Now, there's going to be times when you want to, something different than what you have, but that doesn't mean you slack off. A lot of times, again, we're sitting here and we're hunkered down into, we're just going to settle. We're just going to get by. This isn't high school or college anymore. And I know sometimes I need that reminder because I want it easy sometimes. There's a lot of hard in our life. And it's super duper easy to get lazy with our actions and use our energy towards stuff that honestly doesn't matter. And then you wonder why you aren't moving the needle. Colossians 3 verse 23 says, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for men. It doesn't say anything about whatever feels convenient. Right? Oh, wait. Whenever you have leftover energy. No, it's whatever you do. That's the standard. That's the ceiling. That's the boost. Boost your best. Boost your best with the intentional actions you decide so the changes you want to make become sticky in your everyday. You know how you have things that come up in your head? Okay, let's think about songs. If I was to ask you what your favorite song was in high school, your first boyfriend, right? Already you're going, oh, yeah, why do I remember that? I know it is freaky, isn't it? I get it. But guess what? That's what you want sticky in your mind, is that you want to boost your best. You want to keep raising the ceiling because God calls us to excellence. That doesn't mean that it's perfection, because we will never reach perfection until we're on the other side of where we are now. And that's when we're called home. Right now, this is our temporary home. But you can still live your life with excellence. You can still boost your best. And that's when you move the needle and the GPS system says recalculating. Right? And it's kind of nice, but kind of not. The worst one is rerouting. And you're like, oh my goodness, how many detours. I can remember I was on my way one time to Nashville driving. I was on the stretch of road that basically that's the only stretch you have. And if you got off, you'd have to go through little towns. Well, something drastic had happened. I had no idea. But at the time, I believe, and no, Google Maps is not a sponsor for this episode, but I was using Google Maps, and all of a sudden it was red line everywhere on both sides of the highway. I was like, this is not good. Like, I've got to be there. I'm going to be late. Well, the short story was I was a few minutes late, but I still arrived and I still was alive. Okay. So we got to remember that too, right? Our perception has to be there, and we've got to be purposeful in what we do. And so I was like, oh, what do I do? And it said, not just recalculating, rerouting. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this. I haven't driven this way before. I don't know this way. And I was like, okay. And you know where it says, do you want to accept the reroute? And you're like, accept or decline. And I was like, okay. And I pushed the button, accept. I was like, oh no, something's going to blow up on me and I'm going to be lost. I'm never going to get there, but that's okay. I just thought, you know what? The main thing is I eventually get there. And I still have breath, right? I mean, come on, perspective here. So I pushed the button. Next thing you know, I'm immediately taking the exit. So I took the exit, no big deal, got off on the exit. And then I'm crossing over the highway only to go on all these back little roads. And I kind of sort of was following the highway, but not really. Every once in a while, I would go through these cute little towns at 30 miles per hour. And I'm like, I am never going to get there. But guess what? That rerouting got me to where I needed to be. I was only a few minutes late. I did arrive, and yes, I was alive. But I had to make an intentional decision followed by an intentional action. And in that moment, I had to choose my best. Because that's what happens when you shift direction on purpose. Everything around you has to catch up to the new you. Who you are and who you are becoming. Boost your best. My friend, life is not always going to go the way you want it to. It's not. You're going to have days where you're going to wish like, I didn't get that text message. Why did I get that piece of paper in the mail? Why did I pick up the phone? Eventually you would have had to. Eventually you would have opened up that piece of mail. But sometimes in that moment, you're like, why? There are going to be those hamster wheel moments. Reach for the star celebrations and Sour Patch seasons. All of it. However, you don't have to hang out with all of that forever. Take each day for what it's worth and then be ready to take your next step forward as you boost your best with intentionality. One step at a time leads to miles of greatness. You're on a journey. This isn't a sprint. You don't have to overhaul your whole life in a day. You just have to decide today that lazy is not the plan anymore. That coasting isn't the goal. That excellence, yeah, your excellence, not someone else's highlight reel, is worth reaching for. Because you're made for more. You're amazing. Don't let the world scream at you differently and be adaptable to a new season that deserves your attention. I promise you, my friend, you've got this because God's got you. Go in peace, be present, be incredible, be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed day. Oh, and by the way, happy Friday, Junior. Yep, we're almost there. See you later. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life, and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.